Okay, so today we're going to be talking about making cupcakes out of air dry clay. This is the air dry clay that we are using. And this is the little cup that we're going to be forming our cupcake base with. So you're going to get two pieces of clay. One's going to be slightly bigger than the other one. So this one's bigger, so I'm going to start with this one. You're also going to have this on your table. This is called slip. It's just a mixture of clay and water that's mixed into like a thick milkshake kind of consistency. So this acts as our glue when we are joining pieces together. So first you're going to start out with the cup, the bottom of the cupcake. You're going to start out with the smaller piece of clay. You're going to roll that into a ball, however you want to roll it into a ball. Your hands are kind of dry compared to the clay. If you want to dip into the slip a little bit to make your clay a little bit more wet, then that is okay, that is allowed. Don't make your clay too wet though, because then it will be slimy and it will roll right out of your hands, or slip right out of your hands really. Okay, so I'm rolling this into a ball. I want to get rid of all of the little wrinkles that are in there. So I'm rolling it into a ball. And then, like you have learned in other years, I think we started in first grade with our pinch pots. But this is a little different in that we're putting it in the cup. We want to hold the cup firmly so that these don't come out of place, so that these aren't pulled out of place by you pinching it. So I am going to go in with my thumb like we did in first grade to pinch the clay to the side. See how that split apart? That's okay, that's fine. I'm gonna pinch it to the side, pinch it to the side, pinch it to the side. I'm holding the side firm so that these little ridges go into my cupcake bottom. I want those little ridges. So I'm pressing with these fingers on the outside, I'm pressing with my thumb on the inside. And I'm pressing all around, all around, all around. I'm making sure I went in far enough that it is going to the bottom of the cupcake cup. And I'm going all around like this. You should have something that kind of looks like this. We are not taking it out of the paper cupcake holder because we want that to form into that shape. So I am going to take a little bit of this and smooth out the edges on the top. Smooth, smooth, smooth. Okay. So now for the top, you can go very simple if you want. If you wanted to do another, I'm just going to do this real quick. If you wanted to do another pinch pot, I'm not going to worry about all those little wrinkles because I know that you know to get all those wrinkles out first. So if you wanted to do another little pinch pot like this and have that as the top, that would be fine. I am going to show you how to do something else though. I'm going to take part of it off and I'm going to roll it. I'm going to put a little bit of moisture on here because my hands are dry. I'm going to roll it into a coil. This is a clay coil. So it's like a snake. You can roll it in your hands. You can roll it on your table. That's fine. I'm rolling back and forth so that it is. And this is a little flat on this side, so I'm going a little bit over here so I don't have a flat coil. I don't want a flat coil. I want a nice round snake. And then we are going to join this. Now whether you join this as a pinch pot right here or as a coil that you're coiling around, you have to mark up the edges. This is called scoring. Scoring, I might ask you about this at the end. So right now I'm going with little cuts in the clay in one direction, but then I'm going to go back and go in the other direction. So now that side is done, I'm going to go back to make these crisscrossy. So what this does is it gives the clay some teeth to grab onto, and so that it adheres to the other piece of clay really firmly and it doesn't come off at all. Okay, so now I have scored the entire edge. I'm gonna put some slip on it now. Now this is the glue that holds the two pieces together. So I just have to put a little bit of this slip on here. I score and slip, score and slip. And I should score this side as well of my coil. Score it up, give it some teeth. Crisscross, crisscross. Just gives it some teeth to grab onto. Okay, so now I'm going to put teeth side down. You don't want to see it. And I'm going to really press that in so it really adheres. It really glues itself to the bottom part. Now I'm coming over to this side. I have not scored this side yet, so I need to start scoring this side because it's going to overlap. And I want to do it on the inside. I don't want it to show. And now I'm going to put some slip on that. And I can just do, I like doing it with my hands. I don't know, call me weird. But I'm going to go ahead and put the scored side of this to the scored side of that and really press that in. Now I'm going a little bit inside the circle I already did so that this can curl up into a little curly-Q thing. Okay, so I'm taking a little bit more clay, maybe more than that. And I'm going to roll this all together into a coil. And I don't want to waste your time because we only have one day of this. So I'm going to fast forward to after I have scored and slipped this. Okay, I'm back to regular video style. So let me just zoom in on this a little bit. Okay, so if you look at this, there's lots of cracks in there. You can easily combat that or just smooth that out by getting a little bit of the slip on your fingers or a little wetness on your fingers if there's water on your table. And you can go ahead and smooth those cracks out. If they are in the crevices like this, that can be smoothed out as well. That can be sculpted to have more of a crevice if you want it by using one of the many tools that I will have available for you. Okay, I don't want to do the whole thing because I don't want to waste time, but this is one of the things that you can do for your cupcake. If you wanted to design your cupcake with like a cherry on top, with a teddy bear on top, with a I've seen unicorn cupcakes. I've seen lots of different styles of cupcakes. You could have anything that you could possibly think of. You could have a robot cupcake. You could have your favorite, you could have a Pokemon cupcake. You could have a Peppa Pig cupcake. Whatever your heart desires that you can think of and design to put on the top, you can put on the top. I am going to tell you, you don't have enough clay to fill it up solidly, okay? This has to be hollow in here. It is hollow. And then you are going to find your place in the drying box. You're going to find your number. So let me get that box over here. Let me zoom out a little. Whoop. Okay, so you're going to find your number in the box. You're obviously going to put your cupcake on your number, and then you are done for the day. If you have extra time, you can either help people or you can free draw. One thing that I want to say is when you have to score and slip. If you do not score and slip, these pieces will break right off and you will not end up having a cupcake at all. So score and slip. Any two pieces of clay that are coming together have to be scored and slipped. And I guarantee some of you are going to do it, and they're going to be my examples of what not to do, because they are going to break apart and you're not going to have a cupcake at the end. You're going to have maybe a pinch pot, maybe not even. So You have to score and slip anywhere that two pieces of clay meet, or it will, when it dries, it automatically gets smaller, and when those pieces aren't really adhered to each other, they break apart. Also, when you score and slip, you have to really press it into each other so that they become one piece instead of being two. Okay, so I hope you have fun with this. We only have one day, so here we go. One more thing to go over when you are washing up. Today is a no sink zone. When you have clay on your hands, it stops up the sinks. It messes up the pipes. We do not use the sinks. We are using 2 buckets today. So it's like having mud on your hands. It just comes off with water. You don't even have to use soap. And you just wash your hands in the buckets. The clay will drop to the bottom so that it doesn't harm our sinks. I will dump the clay out into our dirt, which is all natural, and there are no sinks today. Then you wipe your hands off with a paper towel as usual. So, no sinks today.